I know I'm a couple days late to this information, which in internet terms makes it around like ancient history, before the dawn of man, before he first struck a stone and lit his first fire. There was this news, but I digress. I still want to talk about it. Um, Wallpaper. You may have been seeing this little headliner around. Wallpaper engine gives you malware, and technically not wrong. That is pretty right. There was discovered that malware could indeed be lurking in some of those wallpaper engines by it was an article done by Katsperky, I think the name is. It's a very interesting name, but besides that, essentially they found that there was indeed malware on the Steam Workshop for wallpaper engine that would allow it to infect your PC and run malware on it, essentially. Like, I don't know, credential finders, like, for trying to get your little Steam credentials, or keyloggers, or everyone's favorite, whoosh, bam, Bitcoin miners in the background. And the way it was doing this, it was through a very specific type of item. What would you call them? A type of wallpaper on the wallpaper engine Steam Workshop called applications, which essentially allow, from what I understand, because me personally, I don't have wallpaper engine. I have my default Windows background that I have not changed. I'm a very vanilla man. But besides that, it was these application types of wallpapers that would allow for code to be run in the background because, well, usually, if you had to imagine without a malicious purpose, it would allow you to play a game in the background or something like that. But this was using to run code and all that bad stuff. And I think this is just an important lesson in security. It's easy to trust things, especially on things like Steam, where, oh, Steam will do no wrong. God forbid. But, there are these times, and this has happened before. 3 or 4 years ago, I remember there was a Gmod situation where lots of Gmod malware was distributed, if I believe, through the Steam Workshop again. So you just got to be a little bit careful. There's a high chance you weren't infected. It wasn't you, dear viewer, who unfortunately installed the malware because application searches on the Steam Workshop for the wallpapers are inherently not turned on by default, so you probably wouldn't have downloaded it unless you went out of your way to download an application wallpaper. And now this is, I lied a little bit. It's a little bit funny, but another giveaway for if you may want to check your things, if you have any adult type of wallpapers as your background. This is the inherently little funny thing, because that was a big way they got it in through people. That was a big host of them. now it's not funny. It's not funny. These people being taken advantage at their most vulnerable in what they believed is a safe platform, where they could just goon the animated in the background on their wallpaper. It's not funny. It's a little bit funny, but yes, you are probably fine unless you have done that. I would probably check, but it was also mostly Chinese users and Russian users, so you're probably fine. But let this be a lesson. Think with your head and not your spearhead. Goodbye, gentlemen.